I'm fortunate enough to own some pretty cool LEGO items. Some of them are pretty rare and unique. But what are the rarest LEGO items in my collection? What's the most exclusive? What's the fanciest, the coolest? What are the LEGO items that you've probably never seen before? Let's discuss. I'm going to present these in a rough order, each one getting rarer and rarer. Although sometimes it's a little hard to define what exactly makes something rarer than something else. So maybe the order is up for debate. Anyway, number 5. This is a prototype Skrull weapon from Bionicle. In official Bionicle sets, this appeared in red, lime green, and glow in the dark. But this one is blue. What's the reason for that? Well, quite a little bit ago, back when Bionicle was still around, the LEGO group sent the fan website BZ Power a big old bag of misprint, non-production, and prototype pieces. Some of this stuff is so frickin' cool. A lot of it is, pieces in colors that they didn't exist in. Like this one. So BZ Power was sent all these pieces with the intention of them being used for prizes in contests. Or just, in general they're to be used for community events and activities. Sadly these days BZ Power has given away pretty much all of these. Although, hey, you can find them out there in the community if you look hard enough. But normally they're in private collections. But a BZ Power admin was kind enough to give me one of these on my first trip to Brick Fair, Virginia. One of the best LEGO conventions to go to if you're looking for tons of Bionicle. So dude, super kind of that person to give me this piece. I'd appreciate it so much. I mean, this is so sick. It's one of the coolest things I own. From my understanding, only 3 copies of these exist. However, I have also seen a few other people owning these pieces, so I'm starting to think that number might be a little bit more. Still, it's very low numbers. Somewhere between maybe 3 and 6 copies exist, from my rough guess. Either way, this is very unique. Ah man, rare Bionicle pieces are so exciting. In 2023, I was accepted into the LEGO Inside Tour. A difficult thing to get into. The tour is a magical LEGO experience. During 3 unforgettable days, you get to experience things that many LEGO fans only dream of experiencing. You get access to the LEGO factories. You get to see LEGO pieces being made. You get to see the LEGO Vault. This houses a copy of every single LEGO set ever made. You get access to the employee-only museum, which is truly extraordinary. And there's tons more stuff you get to do. The Inside Tour is one of the best experiences of my life. To get into this tour, you have to sign up, and essentially you enter a lottery. If by some slim chance you do win that lottery, you then have to pay for the tour. And that tour isn't cheap. Last I checked, it was about $3,000. To put it in perspective too, I've known people that waited 7 years before they were accepted. It's not easy to get into. But one of the best parts of the tour is that every year a brand new exclusive set is produced, and it's just given away to those who attend. It's a fun little keepsake. For 2023, this was that set. It's a brick-built recreation of an old wooden fire truck, one of the original LEGO toys. The LEGO model does come with a few exclusive elements, and it's got this very nice box. A box which, by the way, on the back, has a picture of me. Well, I mean, it's got everyone else that attended the tour as well, but I mean, come on, you can understand, right? Having yourself on a LEGO set, that's pretty exciting. It's a dream come true. You can see that my box is labeled 33 out of 60. However, more than 60 were produced. From my understanding, I believe that there were 6 tours in 2023, and 60 copies were made for each tour. So there should be roughly 360 copies of the set that were made. Sometimes though, a couple extra copies are made and they're given to employees or saved for archival purposes. LEGO doesn't publicly release the actual numbers of how many were made. Still, 360 is a very low amount. And because of that, because of how rare this is, if you want to pick it up on the aftermarket, well, currently there's 2 for sale on Bricklink. One is $10,000, the other $15,000. That's in Aussie dollar-doos, in American dollars, $6,000 and $9,000 respectively. Big yikes. I mean, hey, if you win the lottery and then you have to pay $3,000 for the tour, Well, simply selling off the set that you are given for free for doing the tour, you'll make all your money back and more. Although why the heck would you do that? This set is so cool. I do potentially want to build it one day and open it up, but I'm waiting for the right time. Yeah dude, inside tour sets go for crazy money. In the past, LEGO employees have had business cards, but they were minifigures. Such a cute concept. I've spoken to a few different LEGO set designers, and they've told me that these don't get made anymore, sadly. But I've also heard a few people say they do get produced, but they're only made for employees that are a little bit less in the public eye, more of your kind of corporate people. I'm not 100% sure if that's true. I've heard conflicting reports. But anyway, yeah, these are some of those business cards. Name on the front, information on the back. And you bet your sweet bippy I've blurred that phone number. Don't go calling LEGO employees and bothering them, they don't need that. Now, if you want some of these, they're quite rare. They're very hard to find. You can't actually sell these on Bricklink right now. When LEGO bought Bricklink, they made it so that these were just not a thing that you could list. So if you want one, you have to go to eBay or other marketplaces. In the past, I've seen some of these sell for as low as $60 US, sometimes hundreds of dollars. It really depends on who is on the business card. If it's someone that a lot of people know, more famous set designers or employees, they sell for more. Some of the rarest ones are some of the current and former CEOs of LEGO. Those can get very expensive. Now, I was lucky enough during the inside tour to meet the current CEO of LEGO, Niels B. Christiansen. He handed me his business card and everyone else on the tour got one as well. And yeah, I would say that this is one of the rarest minifigures that I own. Because think about it. To get this, you need to meet the CEO. And that's not a thing you can just do on a Sunday afternoon. Or if you want this, you have to go on eBay and, well, here's one for sale on eBay right now. It's closer to $1,000. Wild. Or, yeah, you need to be lucky enough to bump into him and say hello. Whether that's walking down the street or at an official LEGO event. But again, the chances of doing that are not very high. My inside tour group was the only group to meet him in 2023. The stars just happened to align and he happened to be there when we were there, and he wanted to say hello. Plus, the dude had a full team of security with him. If you did happen to bump into him on the street, it's not like you could just walk up to him, get a crisp high five and say, hey, hand me one of your business cards. I think the security team wouldn't let you anywhere near him. So yeah, it's not easy to get a hold of one of these. And it's certainly not cheap. This is a trophy that I won during the inside tour. So one of the other events that takes place during the tour is a building competition. We were tasked with the following brief. Build a concept model showcasing the next great LEGO experience. And this is the model that I built in response to that brief. I call it the Friends Fab Fighter. The idea being that, what if LEGO Friends was designed for AFOLs, for adult fans of LEGO? What if we got a Friends spaceship? Later on, when the prizes were drawn, I ended up winning the award for I can't believe it's not already a LEGO set. Here's me holding the trophy and wearing this sort of LEGO cloak. There was like a fun ceremony where you were like knighted and presented the trophy. It was fun. But anyway, this is that trophy. The trophy was designed by LEGO designer Mel Caddick. She used a few existing botanicals sets and placed them inside this black cup. All of the LEGO designers at the award show that made these trophies, they were given the cup. It's a big glued together piece. They were then asked to customize this, and this is what Mel made. So yeah, like I said, this part of the trophy is glued together, but there is an exclusive inside tour brick right here, but it's glued into the structure. So other than that, you could build this yourself. In fact, someone on Reddit did exactly that. It's fun to think that if you really wanted to, you could make this yourself. For the most part. But still, hey, technically this is a one-of-one item. It was made by a LEGO designer, given away at an official LEGO event. That's pretty rare. But alright, what could be rarer than this? What's in the number one spot? Well, I would classify this as a prototype LEGO set. Because if you look at the instruction manual in the Titanic set, you'll see this blue whale right here. It's made to showcase the scale of the Titanic. This is how big it is compared to a blue whale. Now, I was told by the designer who made the Titanic, Mike Psyche, that originally this whale was going to be included in the set, but it was removed. But it still snuck its way into the instructions. So okay, how did I get this? Well, during the inside tour, a dinner was held, and after the dinner was concluded, Mike Psyche hosted a quiz that was called Name That Brick. 5 participants had to guess the names of various LEGO pieces, but not the Bricklink names. No, the internal LEGO names, which are very different. Here you can see the lineup of participants, including myself and David Hall, another LEGO YouTuber. The prize for winning this quiz was this whale. Mike had put it together as a little set with some instructions. Even though it was the prize for the winner, Mike ended up giving a copy to everyone involved. So as far as I know, only 5 copies exist, 3 of which were signed by Mike. Mine is one of the 3. So nothing about this set is exclusive. You could rebuild it yourself using existing pieces if you really want to, and you can. Other people have posted instructions for these online. I'll have a link below. But yeah, really the rarity of this lies in the official instructions, the signature, and I guess the story behind this. It is possible that there are more than 5 copies. Maybe Mike made one for himself, but we don't know. Regardless, very few exist. I can't think of anything rarer that I own. It's pretty cool. What's something like this worth? Well, I don't know, it's hard to put a value on something like this. From my understanding, those 5 people that own this have never sold their copies, so it's impossible to know what it's worth. And honestly, who cares? I'm never gonna sell this. This holds so much personal value. I don't care about the monetary value. It's all a part of a really fun, entertaining, exciting, and joyous experience. And at the end of the day, I guess that is the rarest and most important thing, right? Well, there you go. That's the 5 rarest LEGO items that I own. But hey, here's a cheeky bonus one. This here is a sprue of chrome blue visors. These are the same visors that came on minifigures like this. They appeared in Life on Mars LEGO sets. So this is how this piece looks, fresh out of the molding machine, still with the sprue attached. Well, it wouldn't have been chromed fresh out of the machine. This unchromed sprue would have been taken somewhere else, and then chromed by a third party. And that's how it would have gotten its marvelous, shiny blue color. Once it's been chromed, the pieces would have been removed from the sprue and put into LEGO sets. But the fact that these pieces are still on the sprue, they weren't removed, and then it somehow got out of the factory, well, that is mighty rare. Not as rare as the other stuff that we were looking at before, but still very hard to come by. If you want one, well, one is for sale right now on eBay for $170 US, which is a lot of money considering that just the helmet piece, this element, on Bricklink that's like $1 to $2 each. Still being attached to the sprue adds a lot of value. You can find other chrome pieces in a similar condition, and they fetch similar prices. It's really cool, isn't it? Anyway, those are the 5 rarest items in my collection. And one bonus one as well. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at some very rare and exciting stuff. Thanks for watching everyone, happy building, and bye for now. Hi, is this Niels B. Christiansen, the CEO of LEGO? Yeah, can you bring back Bionicle? Hello? Hello? Okay.